This key, the crucial or main element in that keyboard. Now, there is this issue of the lock area that a key is inserted into, known as the keyhole. Yes. Then, of course, there's the keynote. The first and harmonically fundamental tone of a scale, main, principle, or theme. Yes. Now, after 40,000 videos, yes, the main or crucial element of the crime. Yeah. Well, yesterday we talked about international law, and then we talked about enumerated rights of American citizens. Yes. And within those rights are due process. You cannot abduct, meaning to take from the individual the custody of their children. Yes. Move them to Clallam County. Yes. Bribe somebody in office. Yes. To issue a protection order where there was no due process to myself. Yeah. Without the jurisdiction of law. The main and crucial element is this county has never had any jurisdiction to issue any court orders. Now, these five sons, yeah, they should be in my custody right now. And you have said, well, my family, the way we do things in this county is the purse decides because the keys of the family, yeah, they're on the belt loop of the dog. Yes. Why don't you get me your keys today? Because as that citizen that is going to sue you, yes, I'm going to want the key to every storage locker. Pooch. I'm going to want the key to the locker that you have in the police department. Pooh. I'm going to want the key to the locker at the gym. Yes. I'm going to want the passwords of every website that you've been on for the last 40 years. Oh, see, quite often the way that you unlock a website, yes, is through the use of a password. This password should be specific to you as an employee of the government. Yes, your family shouldn't know about it. Your lookalike twin shouldn't know about it. Yes. When you are employed in the government of the United States, if you were to give your password to any family member, it would violate numerous laws. Poop. Now, let's say you decided to manufacture replacement citizens, yes, so that you could stay home and your replacement, that is not an actual government employee, had your government password so they could perform the functions of your official duty. Yeah. I would say that I can have you put in prison for that. Pooh! Now, when we think about the actual passwords, yes, did you give your look-alike dog the password to being the chief of police of Squim? Yes. So that your dog could go on government website? Yes. Now, I'm going to have to sue you for that, for divulging the actual password necessary to access any government website. Yes. From any terminal. Mm, any computer, yes. Now, quite often when I've informed you, yes, that the crucial element, the main element that we're talking about is jurisdiction. What government websites do you have the availability of logging into? Yes, that you have to be an employee. Because your twin, is not an employee. Ooch. And for you to give your password right now, I would sue you and have you put in prison right now. Now, it looks to me like somebody in your family, yes, decided, well, we don't talk about certain things, but it does violate numerous laws of the United States to give your password to any other person other than just yourself. Yes. Now, there's some banks thinking about it. Pooh. Let's say that you've been logging into your bank account. Ouch. There's the signature card. Oh, there's the customer agreement. Ouch. And then there's the thought that you have a look-alike dog that your family made using a vagina that was not their own. Yes. Because you thought, yes, the main and crucial element was that we can use vaginas of women that are not the actual genetics of the babies that were born. Pooh. Now, there's what's known as little Paul babies. Yeah. I thought, yes, the police and sheriff's departments were going to allow their family, yes, to use the vaginas of those that have had alcoholism or drug addiction problems, yes, so as to give birth to little Paul babies, yes, so that they could all have a communication system, yeah, that happened to violate numerous laws about the right of a woman's body, yes. Now, what would have happened? Pooh, you're pregnant, yes. Your husband's in the family, and he's one of these keys on the senior key system. Yes, he is. Where he said, well, for $10,000, right, I'm going to have sex with what could become my spouse. Yes. And then instead of impregnating you with his actual genetics, right, he used my sperm to make a baby in your vagina. Pooh! Now, when you really talk about the main and crucial element, there should not ever be a woman that gives birth to any baby that is not the actual genetics of the couple that conceived the child. That's right. Now, I'm going to want to genetically test, yes, numerous babies. Oh, and those that have went to meetings, about the baby that they gave birth to. Ooch. And for every one of them that I find that my genetics was used, I'm going to sue the sheriff's department right now. The main and crucial element, the key, is that in the conception of any child, yes, it should only be the genetics of the parents on the birth certificate. Yes. Now, today, what are the key elements of what we're talking about? On the one side, ooch, you made little purses, didn't you? Yes. So that you could sell them off. Right. To the other side, known as the war puppets. Yes. Little male babies. Little male boys. Yes. Little male. Ooch. Now let's look at it for just a second. Phew. There should never be the genetics of any child that is not the actual genetics of the parents without the parents employing some sort of surrogate. Yes. Now that would, well, looks like you committed a lot of crime, didn't you, Sheriff? Right now. Now, I'm going to want my sons. And then I'm going to want to speak to Marilyn Van Proyn about her inhibitions. Yes. And her concern about my weight loss. Yes. Now, let's say we were sitting in a sauna. Yes. I would think that Marilyn needs to sweat. Yes, she does. I think she needs to sit in the steam room. Yes, she does. I think that Marilyn could lose, 15 to 20 pounds and it would not hurt her. Now, I'm not going to force this upon her. No. I'm going to say, why don't we lose weight together? Yes. Doing some things that don't involve that much exercise.